Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to You, Me, and the Trinity's Christ Connections and Conversations. Did you miss us? Because we missed you.
Hey y'all.
I am Coach Ebony Lachelle, Elder Kim, and him at the bottom, Coach J Hart.
He at my top.
He at my bottom. That's funny.
Right. I'm at the.
Y'all excuse him because he hungry.
He's
And
starving.
whatever it is, he was slaughtering it.
He is famished. He's starving.
And he a little thirsty because he had a big old. What was you eating, J Hart?
Grilled chicken salad.
Oh, look at you being all healthy and stuff.
Come on, help.
Dude, this not even a conversation. That's not even a conversation for the night.
Look,
And water.
Look,
Oh,
and you wasn't drinking your water. Your skin just.
Ain't it, come on? Ain't it just glistening? The favor of God is resting
Look,
upon
your
you.
beard done got long. Look, all that grace and mercy.
Come
sprinkled in
on,
there.
you looking real pastoral.
Really? That's what it is, grace and mercy.
There's a pastoral presence upon your life, sir. Bullshit.
We done? We done? Wow. We done? We through. And scene. Let's go to what we.
Whatever. I don't know why he act like he don't like it. But anywho, so Elder Kim, what we talking about tonight?
Woo child. Tonight, we're gonna try to keep it simple, but we basically just talking about mental burnout. I know Ebony had a savvy topic for this. What's your savvy topic? Because I'm just regular old. We talking about mental burnout.
Go I about them forgot. That's why I asked you what was it?
Hey,
Terrible.
hey, y'all know me. Y'all just start talking. I catch up later. Shoot.
Terrible.
I catch up.
Look, while I'm
Trying to look and see what it is.
Look, did I text you that? Did I put it in the group?
I got it. We're talking about the burden of wasted oil, keeping your lamp trimmed and burning. That's what we're talking about.
Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp. Yeah, okay.
Children don't get weary.
If it ever has a luxurious topic, you know, Ebony did it. If it's straight and to the point, you know, Kim did. If you ain't got a topic and we just don't hear talking,
that's all you.
That's all me. We just got on here just.
Let's jump into this thing because we ain't trying to hold everybody all night long. They done been to church, they full, they tired. But we just want to have a little conversation about mental burnout. Basically learning to save some us for us. You know, there are a lot of times that we are a lot of things to a lot of people that to the point that we sometimes forget to be something for ourselves. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What's the last thing you've done solely for you that only benefited you? No matter how big or small, no matter what it is, what's the last thing you've done that solely benefited you? Not your kids, not your peers, not your mate, you.
Does buying lunch count?
Was it something you really wanted? Did you enjoy it? That counts.
Oh, I do that by every day then. That count. We like lunch. Lunch is good.
Well,
when it's good.
If that's the case.
Jay, what's the last thing you did?
The barbershop. I left the barbershop and then I went to the gym. So that's my me time.
So my daughter over there talking to me.
Hey, daughter.
Y'all favorite niece.
Hey,
hi, Smurfette. What's up?
That's part of it. That's part
there
of
you go.
Everything. That's
what's happening. Hannah.
And I'm on live, so
is she like, can I say hi to the people?
No. Her teeth are coming out still. And she's like, Mama, can I pull it out? But look, the two that's right in front of the one she's trying to pull out on each side, it hadn't grew back yet. So, baby, you're not gonna have any teeth. We got to go to the dentist because I just don't understand.
He said, "Baby, you really gonna look old, shoot."
I'm trying to wonder, do I need to get the baby some implants or something?
Leave it alone. They just gonna grow back.
No, yeah.
Okay, they're gonna come on back in. They gonna flourish.
So I mean, what, Sissy Elder? We know you got a Longhorn addiction. So
I have not had Longhorn since like Father's Day weekend or something. Yeah, it's been some weeks. I just ain't had time. That's crazy.
I get it.
That's crazy, but I just haven't had time. Like my work schedule be all over the place. By the time I get off and get back to the city, Longhorn closed.
Oh wow.
By the time I wake up, it's time to go to work. I work in Hickville, USA. Ain't nothing there but a Little Caesars, a Jack's, and a McDonald's, and a Wally World. That's about all. So I haven't had time to partake. So that's why I didn't have an answer. I was sitting here while I asked y'all that. I was sitting here thinking like, girl, when last time you did something for you? I don't know. I got me some eyes from the Mapco earlier today. That was just for me. I enjoyed it.
But you know, it's really the small things that make the world go round.
It is. It is. So I saw a quote earlier today. Well, it wasn't a quote, it was like a Facebook status, but I was like, oh, it said, I used to look out for everybody. Now I look out for everybody.
Oh, now that's deep right there. Say that again, because somebody gonna miss that. Say it one more time.
I used to look out for everybody. Now I look out for everybody.
Cause baby.
Hey man, tag us in that post. Find it and tag us. I want to post. I want to put that up.
So what does that mean to y'all? What did y'all take that as meaning?
Man, go ahead. E.
Go ahead, J Hart.
No, it's sad to say that. Ready? I've been thugging for a couple of weeks because I didn't watch the Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix, so I'm thugging a little bit. So let me go back. Ready? The word said, used to be my homie, used to be my ace. Now I want to slap the taste out your mouth. See, it is sad because we used to be so close and connected, and I don't know where that fell. I don't know what happened between us, but now I used to be able to roll with you. Now I'll roll away from you. Everything that we were about, I'm no longer about. So I can't bring. It's funny because I was listening to Joel Osteen, at the gym while I was working out, and he was saying some of the same stuff. It's like everybody can't go with you, and when you own this road of elevation, it's sad to say. Shoot, Trey Songz said it in a song. He like, man, I wish I could take you to the top of the world with me, but everybody ain't got that mentality that you got. Kevin Hart says everybody want to be rich and famous, but don't nobody want to put the work in. You know, I gotta watch out for you now.
I'm gonna spin it just a little bit differently. So, because I have, well, you know, as we grow in age, we mature and shift. But in my 20s, like, and I'm still like this for people who are close to me, but if I had it, you most definitely had it. If I even thought there was a need, oh, you need something to this, that. And so, but what happens is that you empty your cup much quicker and you stay empty longer because while you're giving out, there was nobody there to replenish what you needed. So for me, I would take it as, you know, I'm looking out for everybody. I'm looking out. But now I got to look out to see, well, if I give you some of what I got, do I have enough resources left for me? So it's not necessarily always when I got to watch out for you to see if you trying to take what I got. But I also think there's this little phrase that I have that I like to say, the unintentional Judas. Because sometimes people don't necessarily realize that they are taking from you, that they are betraying you, that they are leeches. And I know that actually sounds odd to think, but there are some people who are in such survival mode. They are just trying to survive, that they see, okay, well, their intention when they come on to you isn't always just solely negative, but they are so void that they're just trying to make it. So, when people who definitely operate out of love and out of survival react so much different to stuff. So, unfortunately, I think people who are operating in love unintentionally let people latch on who are just operating out of survival. And I think that, so you got to look out for all those unintentional Judases out there who may really think that they are your friend, but they don't have anything to offer you. So they're your friends, they just don't have anything to offer you. It's not a reciprocal relationship.
The older I get, the more I realize how categorizing people in my life, how important that is. I've come to the realization that while I am a friend to a lot of people, I'm a friend to a lot of people, I don't have many friends. Meaning that there are a lot of people who have access to me, who know if they need to talk, cry, pray, laugh, vent, whatever, I can call Kim. She gonna be right there. But when Kim needs to talk, laugh, pray, cry, vent, I got, I all them people that can lean on me, I ain't got all them folk to lean on. So I had to learn. I'm learning. I ain't even gonna say I had to learn, because at my big age, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to properly categorize people. Like I'm having to realize that sometimes I'm their friend, but they're not necessarily my friend. And I think if we think in those terms, it can save us from burnout. It can save us from giving too much of ourselves to the wrong situations. Boundaries are important. Boundaries are important, because if we start giving too many people access to us, the moment that you're not able to be there in the capacity for them that they're used to, they're going to think you're acting funny, or that you're beefing, or that there's an issue, when all you're trying to do is simply live your life. That's all you're trying to do, is live your life. But they take offense to the fact that you no longer are as available and accessible as you were. But your friends will understand that my girl, that she's still my girl. If we don't talk for 4, 5, 6 days, I know she's still dealing with her stuff or whatever. She's still gonna be there when I need her. I don't think she acting funny. She's just dealing with life. But somebody who does not know you in that capacity gonna automatically think, oh, it must be something wrong. Something must happen. She acting funny. So categorizing people is a big asset to us not being burnt out.
But I think people really need to, but I really think people need to know and understand this, and it needs to be reiterated. So allow me to do so. What Elder Kim just said is all true. There's nothing wrong with setting boundaries. There's nothing wrong with cutting off the wrong people. There's nothing wrong with knowing who your true core friends are. There's nothing wrong with you've been riding with old girl for the past 20 something years and she your kid's godmother. There's nothing wrong to say, but we're separating now. It's okay to still be cool with them. You just have to understand where y'all are in life. It's okay, because if you don't do that, if you don't separate and segregate, I always say there's tree trunks, there's tree limbs, and then there's leaves. You got to know where to put people at. That'll save you a whole lot of heartache.
And we got to be careful too. Like, I'll use the three of us, for example. You know, we've been rocking together. We've been doing this thing for a long time. You know, we have plans and prayers, and we pray that God does what he does with this thing. However, we all individually have our own paths that we have to go down. You know, we all individually have things that one might be called to do that the other may not necessarily be called to do. I can't be upset with you about following your path and your purpose. If that path leads you to where God is, you know, leading you to, I can't take that personal. I can't take your path personal. I can't get mad because you are doing the things that God has called and instructed you to do. If I'm your friend, I want you, please go and do everything that God has called you to do. Please get everything that he has for you to have. Please, if I'm your friend. But I think a lot of times we take people's paths personal. But that goes back to giving people too much access to you.
Do you think they take it personal when they feel like maybe they're supposed to be on the path with you?
Should that be my problem?
I mean, it's not, but I mean that's just kind of like a trying to figure it all out type of thing. Like,
I don't know, because then that again goes back to kind of like boundaries. Like, very few people are born conjoined twins or connected at the hip. That's a very rare case, you know. So just because we might do X, Y, and Z together does not mean we're going to do everything together. And I can't get mad at you if what you do is not what God is calling me to do. I can't get mad at y'all for going on doing what the Lord done called y'all to do. And it don't include me. That means that somewhere along the line, I connected my purpose with yours, but that wasn't necessarily my purpose. That means that I'm following y'all path and I ain't found my own. We should all be on our own path of self-discovery and doing. We are all put here for a purpose. Like now, collectively, this is our collective purpose. But we all have individual purposes as well, I like to think. Even if we don't really know what they are right now. Even we're a little shaky on what we might possibly do. I feel like we all have something outside of this that we should probably be working on or doing.
I'm like this. Even let's go back to music again. I mean, Selena's top fan killed her. And it's like, where was your mentals at for you to do that? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we try to live our lives through other people. So we act like, walk, talk, dress, sing, eat, wear the same clothes, drive the same car, try to work at the same, because we're trying to imitate what we want or what we think our life should be. And it's like, if you never find your own identity, what does that say about you as an individual?
That's part of. Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
Let's roll it back. No, let's roll it back because we're talking about self-care and burnout. You will burn yourself out trying to be something that you are not called to be.
You took the words out of my mouth.
And you will wind up literally strangling the real you, trying to pretend to be something you think you're supposed to be. But all the while you're doing that, you're still coming up short and empty.
You took the words out of my mouth.
There's a lot of Michael Jackson impersonators. There's a lot of Elvis Presley. But at the end of the day, that's not them. And they yet still have a life to live outside of who they're trying to impersonate. I was listening to Bishop Jakes, and he was saying how young pastors are always told to be yourself. But then when you be yourself, like Stephen Furtick said, he like, yourself sucks as a young preacher, as a young pastor. So you find someone that you want to imitate, you want to be like, you want to dress like, you want to talk like, and that's to say I'm paying homage to you because I like what you do. Yet and still, I have to find my own pathway. The burnout comes in when you get frustrated to realizing that you're not doing a very good job impersonating them.
Or that you're not on your path.
What? Wait, or like I'm about to say, or you yet still trying to find that niche. Everybody's not a mega church speaker. You're not. Everybody's not ripping the runway. You have to, if you don't find the true you, you will live a life less desired.
And which will lead to furthermore, which will lead you to being burnt out. That goes all back to being mentally burnt out. Like, God, I didn't even think we were supposed to go down this path with this conversation, but I guess it's necessary. Somebody out there might be going through a situation where they can't figure out why they're feeling the way that they feel as far as being burnt out on every level. Could it be that you are not walking the path that's purpose for you? You walking in everybody else's footsteps so much so you getting tired. See, here's the thing. Let's say I got a house full of a big old house, right? And in my big old house, I got about 25 stairs, right? And y'all come over to my house. I'm running up and down these stairs with no problem because these are my stairs. I'm used to these stairs. You know, I can walk up these stairs in the dark. I ain't got to hold on to nothing. I know these stairs. But if you come over to my house and you got to go back and forth, up and down my stairs at my house, you're going to be wore out. Like, why you got so many stairs in your house? Why I got to keep going from upstairs with the bedroom to come down to the bathroom? You're going to be complaining about my steps in my house because you're not used to them and they weren't prepared for you. They're my steps. That's why you're tired. You're trying to walk in my steps that are for me. And you're trying to figure out why you tired and why I can run these steps with ease because they're mine. Now, I might come to your house and you might have a low-sitting couch. You pop up off of it with no problem. I'm struggling to get up off this couch because why your couch so low, but you spring up. That's your couch. You used to your couch. That's yours. You burn yourself out when you are trying to walk a path or do something that is not meant for you. That's another level and layer of mental burnout.
If you have stairs at your house, I ain't coming.
Hey, you took the word. You took the words out of my mouth. You better have a hover round for me to get upstairs. Elevator, escalator.
Y'all remember how they had that wheelchair lift on the movies?
Hey,
that mechanic and goes.
Man, I don't be sitting like this. All 25 steps. Like, hey, you gonna find me like this.
Y'all are terrible. Y'all terrible. No. So we're talking about burnout, right? So I looked up the definition.
I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm goofy. So I get that.
Okay.
Oh my God. Y'all hear that? Okay, good. Maybe not. Oh, child. So burnout and coming back around to the keeping your lamp trimmed and burning. Sometimes it has to deal with walking a path that's not really your own. And sometimes I think it has to deal with those people who are on your path that you're trying to drag uphill with you that shouldn't be there. Because, like I was saying earlier, I know I can speak for myself when I say that I have definitely poured oil into vessels that had holes in them. And so the oil just seeped. Sometimes there was just cracks and it dripped out, and sometimes there were literal holes. And as soon as I poured my oil into the hole, all it did was wet up the ground around it. So that also causes a lot of burnout. It can cause a lot of situational depression, which leads to mental emotional and spiritual burnout. And I can honestly say that from my experience that has been kind of what did me in was, and then given to people who, because no matter what you say, there are people who don't deserve your oil, you know given to the folks who didn't really deserve the oil, or given, because given to people or who didn't want it, who didn't even want your oil. Because when you give to somebody who don't even want your oil, that's literally like you pouring your oil on a sealed container, because they don't even want what you got. That causes burnout because you're frustrated, as in, I know I have something that would benefit you, but you don't even want it. So you just wasting stuff. So we have to be careful. There's so many different aspects and so many different avenues this could go down. But
no, but
you're right.
I want to pick up what she left off at though. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna shoot it straight down to you. Have you even asked God, are they supposed to be a part of your life? Okay, there you go. I'm done. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, we asked them. We don't even be asking them. God, I ain't even supposed to be my friend.
Hey, wait.
We just be dragging folks along the way because we be wanting to see the good and supposed to see everybody.
Hey, wait. Hey, here's the other one. Here's the other one. No.
Come with me. You ain't got to put forth no effort. Just let on my back. I'm just gonna drag. Child.
No. Hey,
and be bump slap out so we get to where we going trying to drag. And when you get
there. No. Here's another one. Here's another one. Ready? I'm about to serve it to y'all. Boom. Am I supposed to help them with this problem? Even though they did come to me. Am I supposed to help them with this problem? Because God may be trying to show them something in the waiting. But we want to hurry and rush God and try to help God. God, I'm just going to go ahead and give them this $1,000. I know you want them to wait, but I got it anyway. No. Stop being God for people and be God-like.
Woo! I'm going to say this.
Let your light shine, but stop trying to be him. I'm done. I'm through.
Look,
you feel my chest.
Look, you feel it in your chest. I used to tell somebody, ain't gonna call no names, ain't gonna call no names, but I used to be like, get up off the cross. You is not Jesus. You are not the one who done died for their sins. Let them carry their own cross. Jesus done carried the cross up there for the people. You trying to re-carry the cross, get back on the cross. Get off the cross. I ain't gonna call no names who I used to say that to. I don't call no names. But I'm just saying, like, so I'm gonna say that thing back to you.
It was me. And I am probably the reason why this whole keep your lamp trimmed to burn conversation came up, because I don't know how many times this young lady has said that to me. You hear me? I don't know how many times over the course of these 10 years that we done been sisters that she done had to say that to me. And it took me a while, but I think I'm doing better. Because I used to have this thing where I had to, just a little bit. I think I'm doing way better. Because I used to have this thing where I felt compelled. Like, if you call me, I can't miss your call because I don't know what you need. And I don't want you to think I don't want to be bothered. And, it's my job, elder, to be here for the people and to serve the people and to pray for the people. Child. And when the elder needs, I come right here to this little bitty inbox that we got right here and pull on these two people right here because them jokers got what they needed and they gone. I ain't got no me left because they done took it all and don't even care. What you got, Coach J?
I wasn't going to say nothing. I thought it was you, but I was just going to let it slide until you said something. I wasn't going to put you out there like that. But she was She was saying it kind of strong, like I ain't gonna say nothing.
Well, she made kind of honest,
hey, Kim, it's the only other female on here. No, but here's the thing.
But it's okay.
It's funny because when you don't have, they can't give. And then you feel less than because at the end of the day, you still carry them after they didn't let you down. You still carry them after they neglected you. You still carry them when they didn't turn their back on you. You still carry them when they stab you in the back. And it's like, how much more do you have to give? Once again, watching Bishop this week, and he's like, the crushing part of your life comes in different shapes and forms. A lot of people say, oh, don't nobody love me. Oh, I can't catch no breaks. Oh, this, that, and the other. Have you ever thought it's not them, it's you? And God is beginning to crush you to show you that there's some you that's in the way of him doing what he needs to do. The reason why you burnt out is because you won't get out of God's way. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Boy, you don't went on here.
So
but look all
that. He feeling churchy down in his sanctified soul. He feeling churchy.
Churchy, baby.
I tried to mentally prepare for this conversation because I'll be honest enough to say I'm dealing with some mental burnout myself. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, your girl is tired. My tide is passed by tired. I don't even know between work and these classes and trying to be somebody's mama. And even though they grown, I'm still trying to be somebody's mama and maintaining a household. Y'all, I'm tired. So I did a little bit of research about mental burnout. And someone described mental burnout as the spending of self on others in such a way that your inner bank balance has gone in the red. You ain't left nothing for you. You done gave. That's basically what you just said. And it also says mental burnout is a result of self-reliance. Meaning that we're trying to do everything ourselves. We ain't consulted God about nothing. We ain't went back to the cross to be replenished. We ain't asked God to fill our cup back up. We ain't praying. We ain't fasting. We ain't doing half of the things that we need to do to get our mental back in check. We just talk to a friend a little bit, put that little bit of gas in this reserve tank and try to keep on going. And we have not went to the source. And I am guilty. I'm guilty. And I'll make excuses by saying, I just been so tired. I just ain't had time. You make time for everything else.
It's funny because somebody said something about how the saints of old back in used to think humility was a poor mentality. Just to give. And the Lord will do. Oh, the Lord will do. He'll supply. He'll provide. And that's true. But he also gave you common sense. If I didn't tell you to give it, why are you giving it? If I didn't tell you to pray, why are you praying? If I didn't tell you to go pick them up, why are you picking them up? If I didn't tell you to cook for them, why are you cooking for them?
Because we feel like it's the right thing to do.
But the right thing ain't always the right thing.
Yeah, but that truth
the right thing might not be the best thing.
Ain't always the same. Truth and reality ain't always the same.
When it's very seldom. But that's a you that you have to get together. That's a you that you have to get together. I'm like Red on 5 Heartbeats. When is my office hours? 9 to 5. Baby.
And baby, call me Red because what I tell you, get you some business hours.
Yeah, you got to.
You know what? Like, part of what I do to reserve my peace, because I used to operate on red a lot. I would say I'm more in a yellowish space. Sometimes I'm in a green. Because of some other things I have going on, I'm a little bit close to the red right now.
Okay.
But when I am dealing with other people and them bringing their issues to me, we got a 3-time rule. This is how I keep my peace. Time number 1, you can come lay it all on me. You can lay it down. I'm going to give you what the Lord is giving me as you are talking. I'm gonna give it right back to you. That's number 1. That second time, you come back with the same issue. You get to lay it all out, but I ain't listening as hard. Okay. I'm listening, and I'm not going to give you, I might give you a couple of new things, but I'm going to regurgitate what I told you the first time. And I'm going to ask you, what did you do with it? Time number 3. You come back, I ain't listening. I'll pretend I'm listening, but I'm not really listening, because that first time when you had my utmost solid attention and I gave you, and as you poured your toxicity out, as we allowed it to pour out, and because I'm an empath, so I absorb all that negative energy. And as God has allowed it to not stick to me, because after you done gave me all your negativity and I done gave you what bubbled up in my spirit, the Lord allowed me to give back to you. I done went home, I done prayed, I done cried, I done had to meditate, I done had to force my way into a posture of worship to get that up off me. You don't get to do my spirit like that too many times. You got 3 times, 1 for the Father, 1 for the Son, and 1 for the Holy Ghost. And it's the Holy Ghost. We be gone.
That's a fair practice to have, for real, because, man, listen, people will come and forgive my verbiage, but this is just what I call it. They will come and throw up all on your floor, baby. They will throw up everything on your floor and leave you to clean it up. Then come back again after they done threw up and you done cleaned it up and you done got them back to what you think should be health. They gonna come on back and listen to none the first thing you done said, done did something totally different and opposite than what you done advised, what the Lord done told you to tell them to do, and what common sense done told you to tell them to do. And they don't went and did things their way, then it backfired, then they want to come back for some more of what you told them the first time. You gotta set boundaries. You gotta set boundaries. But see, but the difference between how you handle it and how I handle it now, because I used to do it, and I would go through the motions as many times as we need to go through it. But baby, on time number 2/3, what we talked about last time? What you do with that? So you listen, you threw a ball on my floor, and I gave you everything I had to give, and you want to come back and you ain't did nothing I advised you to do? What we got to talk about? So now you got to tell me what you're going to do different, because I ain't got nothing else to give you. I need you to talk to me and tell me what you're going to do, because you don't get to keep wasting my time about the same thing. Do you want to change, or you want sympathy? What you want?
Sympathy. They just want somebody to listen to you, and that's where you got. And that's why I give them that second time. I let them pour it all out, because I know I'm stubborn. So I give them a little grace for what I know I would need grace for.
Baby, get you a journal and write it out. Go and write that thing down. Write it out. Talk it out between you and the Lord, and come back and tell me what you did different. When you got something different than what we done already discussed, and I don't advise you to do, we can't keep going in repetitive cycles, because at this point,
you more stubborn than I am. I'm gonna need you to give them just a smidge more grace.
Now you know me. There are some that I coddle, and then there's sometimes I'm just straight up no chaser. And it's been a whole lot.
To be the ones you be coddling that you need to be straight up no chaser. And the ones that you be done cutthroat and slit them open and did surgery and stitched them back together with no anesthesia. Them be the ones
that know better. I'm just saying. So I know we gotta wrap it up in a second, but I just really want to kind of drive home the effects that mental burnout can have. Like how we really, and this month is Minority Mental Health Month, you know, and this is a subject that we it's becoming more talked about now because, you know, our generation, thank you, Jesus, believes in Jesus and counseling too. You know, those that have gone on before us, you don't go see no counselor because Dr. Jesus is all you need. But, you know,
all you need is Dr. Jesus.
I need Dr. Jesus, and sometimes I need Dr. Test too, because sis done went to school for this here that I'm feeling it. You know, we can vibe on a different level. It is what it is. But I want us to keep in mind and be cognizant of the fact that your mental health can also affect your physical body. I don't know that we correlate those things together often. We just think about like the mental aspects of it, and we think about like depression or something like that. But some issues that mental burnout can cause, and I got me some notes right here. I'm just going to run a couple of them. So, we know quite naturally it causes fatigue and, you know, you to be tired because you're just dealing with so much stuff. What problems can be a result of mental burnout? Physical pain, loss of sleep, loss of perspective, meaning your judgment ain't even really no good no more because your mental so cloudy and so jogged, you know, you losing your rationing skills, your good rationing skills because you're mentally burnt out. It raises your blood pressure. Mental burnout can raise your blood. It can cause problems with your skin. Mental burnout. Like, I don't think that we think about all these things. It can incite fear, cause paranoia because your mind is all over the place. And now you're probably thinking, I don't trust nobody. Somebody out to get me. Like, it could lead to a myriad of things. So we have to take care of our mental because if we don't, it will start to affect our physical. And your physical body is just as important. They go hand in hand, like milk and honey. I don't even know if them things go together, but that's what the Bible said. You know, land, milk, honey, so I'm putting them together. Your mental health and your physical health go hand in hand, and they should both be taken care of. Just like it probably flips. If your physical health ain't no good, it's gonna start to bear on your mental. So y'all, we just got to do a better job at taking care of us. That's just the bottom line.
And this has been your moment on the
couch. Your moment on the couch. That's hey.
That's the thing. You fucked that in your shower now, huh? You say, hey, you got an idea. You got an idea. You got to struck up something.
Welcome to the coach's conscious contemplation.
The what?
You know she wordy. You know she wordy in the
Wait. I was going with the last thing she said. She said something else. The contemplation of a proclamation. I was like, what? I'm like, hey, I thought you like one fish, two fish, red fish. I was like, man, look. I'm like, if you don't sit your old nick that patty whack tail down somewhere.
I dislike you so strongly.
Patty whack.
Give a dollar.
Listen, y'all are haters. This has been a moment on the couch with coaches' conscious contemplations.
Man, look.
Whatever.
I love y'all. Because that just threw me. I forgot everything I was about to say that was holy. I'm about to read a Dr. Seuss book before I go.
Whatever. Anyway.
I'm about to read Green Eggs and Ham before I go to sleep. Just to ease my
whatever. Wrapping up because Jay a hater. I really nothing else to say after that because you done said it all, Elder Kim. So we thank y'all for joining us tonight, and we love y'all. And we'll
take care of your mental.
Take care of your mental.
Take care of your mental.
Your heart and your spiritual.
Learn how to say no. Learn how to say because I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I ain't got to. Whatever it is you got to do to protect this up here And this right here, say it, that'll be all right. Turn on over and go to sleep.
Man, my going fate is Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. That's what you tell them. That's what you tell them.
And with that, good night. Good night.
Bye, y'all.